Alright folks, just got done mowing the lawn. There's my, oh, how long have I had this thing? Let's see, I found this, I've told the story before. I found this mower on the curb someone was throwing away. And that was 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That was 19 years ago. All that was wrong with it was a fuel tank was cracked and it was leaking fuel. And I took it up to my little neighborhood lawnmower repair place there in Las Vegas, and the guy said, "Well, that's covered under warranty. It's a defect. Put a new one on their new tank free of charge. Have this thing ever since." There's my string trimmer I used, or I use. I just pick these things up whenever they're on clearance at Lowe's or Walmart or wherever. This one here came from, that's a Poland Pro. That one probably came from, I don't know, Walmart or Lowe's. Straight shaft. And here's my little cheap gas blower. Both of these are two-stroke. Of course, 4-cycle gas lawnmower. And then I picked that up on clearance too for like 35 bucks. The, I believe that's a 20 volt, yeah, lithium ion hedge trimmer. I only have to use that on my rosebush pretty much, so that works great. But yeah, that's all the junk I use. Here's all my other manual equipment in here. Yeah, got quite a bit of stuff in my shed here. Anyways, folks, just got done mowing and string trimming the yard. I did raise that mower up, as I showed, one click. So it's one click away from the highest setting. I usually leave it one click below that, but this grass just looks so deep, rich, and green. I didn't want to scalp it too short. And you are supposed to mow a bluegrass, leave it pretty long, especially in the summer months. So that's what I did. I think it looks really nice. I'm really happy with this grass. The fact that it hasn't been 105 degrees the last couple of weeks, it's been in the, I'd say mid 80s to mid 90s, probably about 85 to 95 depending on the day. And since it's sprinkled a few days here and there, not much water, but it does bring a little bit of humidity instead of our regular like 7% humidity we have up here in the high desert. Probably been keeping it closer to between 30 and 40%, give or take. The moisture's cleared out, so it doesn't feel very humid today. It's probably back down to about 15 or so, 20 if I had to guess. It's moving out, but that humidity, that little bit of humidity in the air really helps just to green the grass right up. Just think it looks great. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think about the grass. I think it's the bestest look this whole summer here. Go ahead and get it from this angle down here at the bottom here underneath the cherry tree. You can definitely tell that little notch, raising it up a little notch, did leave it just a little bit longer. You can see which way I mowed it this week. I mowed it diagonally this way. Last week was, of course, the opposite way, like that. I alternate every week. I don't ever mow it straight up this way or this way. I always do it at a directional angle. I just think it looks better from the angle that I look at the lawn. I like it this way. A lot of apples on the apple tree there. A lot of them are falling off. The birds are eating a lot of them. The little birds enjoy them, so I just figured, what the heck, let the birds eat them. You can see the birds are getting in there. My wife watches the birds eat them through her bedroom window when she's working. She enjoys watching all the wildlife. The ones that do fall in the grass, I just throw in the dry river bed here, and the birds will come and eat them. You can see they've been working on them. And then when they dry up to nothing, I'll just pick them up and throw them away. Boy, I'll tell you, that grass is looking just magnificent, if I do say so myself. This is the best it's looked this whole year. I usually put a lot of time and effort to keep my grass really green. This year, I really haven't been doing that. I fertilize it a couple times, but I just really haven't been keeping up on it like I do in the past years. But I did start about 2 weeks ago. I really started getting serious about it, and you can see it's looking really nice. Like I say, that little bit of humidity in the air really helps too. I know it's just a little patch. I know you guys in other parts of the country, probably down south or whatnot, Midwest, you guys probably have acres and acres of grass. But this is what I've got here in my backyard. This is as much as I decided to put in. Water comes at a premium up here. In the summertime, the household water, along with everything it takes to irrigate the lawn and all the plants, in the hottest month, which would probably be July or August, I'll see a $200 water bill. And I think 45 of that is sewer, because sewer and water's together. So about a $150 water bill in the hottest month of the year. That's not too bad for this little bit. But I'm sure in some other places, you know, you guys are paying a lot less. I opted to buy a house that was connected to city water and city sewer. They do have wells and septic systems up this way, but I was a little nervous, to be honest with you. I wouldn't mind having a small well just for the irrigation, but I was just a little nervous about being on a septic and a well, because I know if the water's not treated up here, it can wreak havoc. It's got a lot of minerals. It'll stain your house, all kinds of stuff. So it is what it is. That grass sure is looking nice though, huh guys? There, you can see that diamond pattern there between last week and this week. See how it looks. Got the little peach tree there. No, it's not showing up too well because of the light, but the cherry tree and the pear tree and the apple tree there. All the other stuff going on here. Got some marigolds popping up in there. Oh, I don't know if you guys just saw that. A little mouse ran up there. I don't know if it was on camera. I caught it with my eye. Thank goodness I don't have those things in my house. I'd be freaking out if they were in there, but I was going to trap them all, but I figured I'll just leave them alone. They're not hurting nothing out here. Yeah, there's that tree. The winds came again and knocked half of it off again, what started growing. Check that out. Had to cut that clear off, but there is one branch that grew that's hanging on. Hopefully it'll sprout another one over there, which I think it is. Yeah, check it out. It's getting a little bud there. So if it'll sprout another one over here, that'll balance things out. Hopefully it'll stay. And then we'll see what it does in the spring. Things are looking pretty good over here. Next year I'll get more serious about this right here. I'll really fill this in next year and put something that'll grow nice and tall. Maybe as tall as a fence, like some hollyhocks or something. Maybe some hollyhocks and some mammoth sunflowers, I'm not sure. But it's a lot better than it was, that's for sure. These sunflowers here are doing nice. They definitely add a splash of color, especially when you're looking at them from the sliding back door. That's nice to see those. But yeah, everything's growing pretty good out here. Same thing I show you guys every week, no different. You're probably like, yeah, this guy shows the same stuff. The 8 of you that watch my videos. What are those called? Oh, come on. Can't think. They're coming back though. The tortoise annihilated them and they're coming back. You can see a lot more blooms on there. They're all over the darn place. I can't think of the name now. Ah, shoot. I've said it in my other videos. But anyways, those are doing good. Little purple lavender up here. The tortoise is kind of decimated too. It's starting to come back. This pot's filling out pretty good. It takes a while, but now that it's midsummer here, the marigolds. These came up from seed that were in here last year. These are not a perennial, they're an annual. But when the flowers die, these are full of seeds, hundreds of seeds, and they'll fall in the pot and reseed, or you can pick them and sprinkle them wherever you want, put a little soil on top of them. So that gives it a nice splash of color there. And then over here I had all the onions. I harvested all those and I pulled them all out. The strawberries were in there, so I'm going to let those grow, see how they're going to do. And I did put this in here. This was a plant I got on clearance at Lowe's. I usually try to get them on clearance. I feel bad for them, and I can always bring them back, you know. I don't mean back to the store, I mean back from the brink of death. But I forgot what this is. This should get about 4 to 6 feet tall here, and it has really pretty purple flowers on it. And it's supposed to be hardy down to 0 degrees, so it's a perennial. It should come back next spring, we'll see. And this sunflower was just a volunteer in here, but since it was only one, I went ahead and left it just to give some color. So it's looking pretty good there. This pot here, look at that. That thing's exploded like crazy, huh? It's pretty wild there. These pots are doing great. This one here is doing terrific. Look at that. I've got some really good soil in all these pots. Peat moss, different types of soil, compost from my worm bin, plus I put some worms in there. They're doing really good. Here's some gladiolas over here. That's that periwinkle. I think this is on its 2nd or 3rd year. It's not supposed to be in the full sun, but it hangs in there. It hangs in there. Of course, my climbing roses, I'm going to have to get that hedge clipper out and trim those. Those are just wild as can be right now. So I'll get those trimmed up. Of course, the snapdragon's in here. We got some marigolds in here, and I did put the other periwinkle I just bought in there, and it's already started to grow over the edge a little bit. Got some marigolds in there and some various things. There's that chrysanthemum that was over there in the pot forever. I brought it over here, and you can see the difference in the size of the pot it was in. I gotta toss that one out, but it'll do good in there for a year or so. Just some little decorative flowers in here. They look pretty nice. There's that periwinkle and some baby's breath in there. Boy, that's looking really nice, huh? And of course, all my grasses over there, they're doing real good. Grasses do great out here. I think it's time to retire the barbecue here. The burners on there just aren't getting hot evenly. Matter of fact, it's really hard to cook on it unless you cook in the very rear of it. So I think I'm going to be buying a new barbecue. I could just replace the burners on it, but I think I'll just get a new one. They've got one at Lowe's on sale, and it's got I think it's got 5 burners. 3 of them are a grill and 2 of them for a griddle. That'll be nice. And it's got the side burner like this, so I think I'm going to pick that up. Doesn't seem to be very heavy duty, but it'll work. All right, folks. That's the yard. We're in, I don't even know what the date is today. We're in August. I think we're probably about the 13th or so, give or take. If I had to guess, I'm really not sure. But it's somewhere around there. Of course, there's my goat up there. Look at my goat. Meh. Goat always likes to say hi. Grapevines are doing pretty good over here. And there's my little koi fish. The water's looking a lot clearer, huh, guys? And yeah, they run as soon as they see me. They go and hide. But yeah, the solar power, or the solar panel I'm running now, it has 2 built-in batteries, so it'll actually run most of the night. And then as soon as the sun comes out, it'll run and charge the batteries up. So it's doing a lot better. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Click, click.